What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay coming at y'all with this reaction video. So look, bro, you know we always gotta cover my man WrestleMania's wrestling news up in this thing. We got Cody Rhodes. Cody reveals Rock's secret. Vince McMahon sells power. Sting. And some wrestling news. Let's check it out.
Guys, what is going on? This is WrestleMania, back with another episode.
Got some so
Join us
fresh and
now
so
as
clean
WrestleMania looks at
tacos.
the 4th March edition of Raw, along with the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors you need to know, including Vince sells more TKO stock, big name entering 2024 WWE Hall of Fame class, why didn't WWE offer its Sting footage to AEW, and more. As always, WrestleMania won't recap the show, but look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly.
Nice.
The good. Dirty Dom works smart. On paper, Gunther vs. Dominic Mysterio should have been a squash. However, Dirty Dominic lived up to his nickname, relying on his cheating tactics and his quickness to deliver hit-and-run attacks, targeting the ring general's hand after he accidentally chopped the ring post. Although Dominic lost, he worked his style of match, testing Gunther more than the Intercontinental Champion or fans expected. Bloodline strikes again. The Bloodline proved once again that you can't beat the numbers game, or can you? That's the tantalizing scenario WWE is developing with its top babyfaces, including Cody Rhodes and now Jey Uso. Jimmy Uso's repeated interference is leading to the match fans have anticipated since SummerSlam, Jey versus Jimmy Uso at WrestleMania. Best of all, it's only one element of a bigger storyline, the need to take the entire bloodline out before Roman Reigns and The Rock can solidify their power. Seth Rollins made it clear tonight that he knows he has to help Cody in his battle against The Rock and Roman, even though he has a major World Heavyweight Championship match coming up. Hopefully, the WWE will use WrestleMania to wrap up the babyfaces' war against the Bloodline and move on to a new program, such as Rock versus Roman. Is WWE going with Chad Gable's story? The WWE Universe has heard plenty about Cody Rhodes finishing his story, but could they also see Chad Gable finish his? It's beginning to look that way as Chad continues to tell the WWE Universe he won't be happy until he redeems himself by defeating Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. WrestleMania hopes if WWE does book Gunther vs. Gable that it realizes the former Shorty G is the right person to dethrone Imperium's leader and finally take the title off Gunther. Sami Zayn vs. Bronson Reed has potential. Sami Zayn vs. Bronson Reed has potential, and it seems like a good program for two wrestlers who are unlikely to enter any title picture soon, especially at WrestleMania. While Zayn seems to be on the WWE's creative back burner, a match or series with Reed could keep both men busy and give the fans one or more sizzling matches. Rhea marks her territory. Damage Control are running roughshod on SmackDown, but the Blue Brand's Femme Fatales got a wake-up call from Rhea Ripley, who warned them to stay out of her territory. This may have seemed like nothing more than planting a seed for a future confrontation, but it also put over the idea that the Eradicator is fearless and Damage Control may be getting overconfident after the recent success on SmackDown. More intrigue in the WWE Women's Tag Team division. WWE continued to explore what's going on with the Women's Tag division, this time with a backstage segment featuring 3 teams. Natalya told Tegan Nox they need to refocus and forget their manners. Natty's advice resonated with Candice LeRae, who told tag partner Indy Hartwell it was time to consider what Natalya said and start winning at whatever cost. This didn't sit well with Hartwell, and when Maxine Dupree tried to cheer Candice up, she dismissed the rookie, telling her she couldn't lace her boots. This was superb storytelling as WWE used a brief segment to develop a new direction for at least 2 teams, as well as to tease a possible split. As fans have astutely observed, one of the biggest reasons the Attitude Era was so successful was its focus on everyone from mid-card talent to main eventers. This segment reflected this approach and will hopefully continue. Drew apologizes to Jey Uso. Drew McIntyre showed once again that he's the bigger man, this time apologizing to Jey Uso when Drew said Jey should have apologized to him. McIntyre told Jey he was sorry for the beating he was going to deliver. McIntyre also called out Seth Rollins as an attention junkie, criticizing him for hopping on whatever is trending, whether it was Cody Rhodes' return, CM Punk's surprise appearance, or the Bloodline feud. Drew continues to make the case why he should be the face of Raw, both with his dynamic promos and his fantastic ring work. The bad. Didn't need Imperium versus Judgment Day. Raw didn't need tonight's Imperium versus Judgment Day match, and frankly, it's time the WWE evaluated whether to keep Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser together. Gunther no longer needs toadies, and the team of Vinci and Kaiser is clearly sunk in the role of chronic choke artists. The duo win their share of matches, but can never win the big one, especially when the tag titles are on the line. Both wrestlers are solid singles stars, and it's time to cut them loose. The downright ugly. Nothing ugly. Raw continues to make every week must-see TV,
That's true.
while also fueling the fire for WrestleMania.
That's true.
Programs like Nia vs. Becky, Becky vs. Liv Morgan, and Sami Zayn vs. Bronson Reed are potentially strong storylines to supplement the build to WrestleMania. Vince McMahon sells large quantity of TKO stock. Topping today's news is a report that Vince McMahon has sold a large quantity of TKO stock. McMahon, who recently resigned from the company following news that former WWE employee Janelle Grant was suing him for sex trafficking, has been a sore subject for the company, even as it's enjoyed success such as its streaming deal with Netflix. You may recall there was a question during TKO's recent quarterly earnings report shareholder call whether TKO might buy stock from McMahon, especially since he held a significant, although not a controlling, interest. Now, Brandon Thurston is reporting, new filing. Vince McMahon sells 5,350,000 TKO shares, a value of $412 million. After the transaction, he has about 15 million shares, or about 9% of all TKO stock. Thurston clarified that the stock has not been sold yet. To clarify, the filing from yesterday discloses Vince's intent to sell those shares. The sale will likely be finalized in the coming days. Thurston noted that this isn't the first time McMahon has sold his stock, or even the biggest sale. His stock sale in November was bigger, 8.4 million shares, which netted $642 million after fees.
Wow.
Nonetheless, this is big news, and now it waits to be seen whether McMahon will sell his remaining shares. Short of a miracle, it's unlikely he'll ever be allowed back in TKO given the allegations made against him, which remain unverified, and his past hush money scandal. Did WWE refuse AEW access to Sting footage?
Most likely.
Now that Sting is retired from wrestling, fans are curious whether the WWE offered AEW access to the vast library it owns containing footage of the man called Sting. If you saw Revolution, you saw a beautiful tribute video to Sting that contained footage from Sting's time in AEW in Japan, but nothing from his time in Jim Crockett Promotions, WCW, or the WWE. However, according to a report from the Wrestling Observer, Figure 4 Online, no one from AEW contacted WWE about accessing the footage. Assuming this is accurate, it's unclear why AEW didn't ask. AEW has graciously provided the WWE with access to its wrestlers for things such as the tributes to John Cena last year. WWE acknowledges Sting. Major props to WWE for acknowledging Sting's retirement and amazing career. Once upon a time, announcers couldn't mention another promotion, let alone honor a wrestler working outside the WWE. Not only did the Raw announce team mention the Stinger, they mentioned the promotion CMLL during commentary. Rhodes reveals all. The mystery has been revealed. Both Cody Rhodes and The Rock have revealed what Rock whispered to Cody on SmackDown the night Cody seemingly handed over his WrestleMania spot against Roman Reigns to the People's Champion.
Really?
Cody confirmed that The Rock whispered that the fans wanted to see Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania, not Cody versus Roman. So what changed Cody's mind? The American Nightmare cleared things up with this, noting the fans demanded Cody versus Roman, which led to him changing his mind. This reveal was the final piece in solving the puzzle of how and why things changed so drastically from SmackDown to the WrestleMania kickoff press conference, and an example of how to turn storyline chicken shit into chicken salad. Seth Rollins cleared to compete. Good news for Seth Rollins as he is medically cleared to compete. Rollins revealed the news on Raw, promising he'll be at SmackDown this Friday to answer The Rock's WrestleMania challenge. There were concerns about whether Rollins could work WrestleMania after he suffered a torn MCL and meniscus. Unfortunately, there's no word on whether Rollins will need surgery down the road to fix things. New name being considered for Hall of Fame? Last but not least, who is going into this year's WWE Hall of Fame class besides Paul Heyman? While no one has been announced, Brian Alvarez and Dave Meltzer mentioned on Wrestling Observer Radio that they've both heard that Haku could join Heyman. Well guys, there you have it, WrestleMania's analysis of the 4th March edition of Raw, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know in wrestling. Be sure to leave your comments, and don't forget to know what changed Cody's mind. The American Nightmare cleared things up at WrestleMania. Now the fans wanted to see Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania, not...
Alright, that's all the news right now. I can't wait for SmackDown to come. It's gonna be lit, y'all. So... I'm still trying to find a website where I can react to the matches, because it's kind of like, this is cool, like news, but we need to react to the matches, bro. I want to see who getting smacked around this thing. So without further ado, y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think down below about all the news, the Cody secret, Vince McMahon, Sting, you feel me? And just keep supporting your boy. Peace.